Hi everybody, I hope you're having a good day or good evening. Excuse the hair, I am a total mess. I literally just got out of a bath. But today, I decided that I wanted to, kind of make a necklace, because I have this one that I wear all the time. I literally never take it off, and, the chain on it, because it's like a copper made chain with like a silver coat on it, the chain's like, the silver coating on the chain is basically like coming off, and it's really irritating my eczema. So I figured that I would reuse some of the material from the original necklace and create my own, and I wanted to show you guys how I do it. So if you wanted to give it a try, you have a step-by-step kind of guide on how to do it. So you're gonna basically take your necklace, take it apart. So you've got the chain, put that to one side. You're gonna need to keep the little link things and the little clasp. Don't throw those away, you are going to need those so that you can like basically clip up the necklace so that it doesn't come off. So keep the links and the clasp just to one side. You're gonna need a pair of scissors, a crochet needle, very helpful, the pendants from the necklace, and some wool. You can use whatever colors you like. I'm just using these ones because they are the colors that I have to hand at the moment. So yeah, that's all of the like little things that you'll need. You can see that I've already connected my pendants onto the wool. This was quite a fiddly task, but you can see the wool is going through the little hole at the top of the pendant. Be careful when doing this because it's quite a fiddly task. It can get a little frustrating. I've also got this little key that I'm gonna add on to the necklace as well. So let's get into this, and hopefully this will be a fun and creative task for myself and of course you the viewers that are watching. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is going to take our crochet needle. We're also going to thread our charms or pendants so that the wool goes through the pendants, so you can hold it like this and they shouldn't drop or fall off. I'm going to show you how to start. So it's kind of similar to crochet, but instead of crocheting around, you're just doing like a little row to make the necklace essentially. So you're going to wrap the wool around your finger twice. Doesn't need to be too tight, just like this. You're going to pull the back piece of the wool through the front so it crosses over. You can see it crosses over at the top. Then you're going to take your crochet needle and pull the back through the front again, making sure that you pull through correctly, and it should look a little like this. And then you're just going to take your finger out of the hole and pull it tight. So you should get a little loose stitch that's easy to slit the crochet needle through, and a knot so that that stitch isn't going to come undone. You can pull it tighter if you want to, but I wouldn't advise keeping the stitch quite loose, because if you do it too tight, you're gonna struggle getting the wool off of your hook. Now you can see here that I have this little key on like a little loop keyring. We're going to use this to our advantage and just crochet around this little keyring hook thing just to start us off for making the necklace. So this is going to be our little piece that hangs in the middle here. That's going to be our center. So we're going to crochet all the way around this little ring, and I'll show you the next bit after we've done that. So what we're going to do to start is we're just going to put the loop on the crochet needle, and we're just going to pull, so we've got the loop on the crochet needle. We're going to wrap a bit of the wool around the back of the loop and over the front of the crochet needle, like so. Should look a little bit like this from the front, and this from the back. And now this is going to help us to... Now we're going to take this little hoop and pull that off of the crochet needle. You can see that's just going to hang. It shouldn't fall off. Now, you notice we have this little piece of extra thread. For the minute, just ignore it. We're going to crochet around it so that this little extra piece of thread just kind of doesn't move out of place, because we might need that later on. So we're going to do what I call a double stitch. Around this little loop, and when we're finished, this little key shouldn't slide. It should stay like hanging in the middle. It shouldn't slide around on the hoop. So you're gonna wrap over the crochet needle like this, put the crochet needle through the hoop, wrap it again so that the crochet needle gets covered with the string, and pull that bit of thread back through the little ring. And then you're going to wrap a piece of the wool over the crochet needle and pull those 2 stitches off. So you should get something a bit like this if the camera will focus. And then again, we're going to wrap the thread over the needle and pull off the 2 stitches. This is just going to help us to start the necklace. So again, wrap the wool over the crochet hook through the little link, like so, wrap the thread back over the crochet needle, pull the thread through the hoop, like so, and then wrap the thread over the needle, take off 2 stitches so that it sits in one place, and then take off 2 stitches again. And you should get a little pattern that looks a bit like this. And we're just going to repeat that all the way around the little hoop until you can't see. So we're going to repeat that all the way around this little metal hoop until you can't see that the hoop's there. And then our key shouldn't slide around on the hoop. So I'm going to quickly do that. Just repeat the same technique I've just showed you, and we'll follow on when I'll show you the next bit once I've crocheted around the little keyring thing. Now remember, when you're doing this, you will already have the other two pendants on your wall. Don't worry about them for the meantime, just keep them out the way till you finish getting around the hoop, and I'll show you what we'll do with those next. Now remember that little tassel-y bit we have as excess? You should also be crocheting that so that it's stuck to the little hoop. Make sure that it's pulled a little, that this little thread bit is pulled a bit tight and stays close to the hoop. You can see from this bit that I've crocheted here, the thread is crocheted in, this little excess bit thread here is crocheted in to this bit, so you can't see the thread hanging this side. The thread that is excess should follow around the hoop underneath this bit that we are crocheting around. And just in case anyone needed a little reminder on how to do this, we are basically using a crochet and a double stitch to start off the necklace. So you can see you have this stitch that you're starting with. You wrap the thread over the needle, put your crochet needle through the hoop, then you wrap the thread over the crochet needle and pull that thread back through. So just show you that one more time. You wrap your thread around the crochet needle, put your crochet needle through the hoop, wrap your thread around the crochet needle just once, pull the thread back through the hoop. It should look like this from the back and like this from the front, the bit that's facing you. And now we're going to take our, wrap this thread over the crochet needle again, take off the 2 stitches nearest to the hook on the crochet needle, pull it a little bit tight, wrap the thread over the crochet needle, take off 2 stitches so that they sit in with your crochet. It may take a bit of practice to get the hang of it. It may be stressful at first, but once you understand and practice and get the hang of those steps I have just shown you, it should get a little bit easier as you go round. So just repeat those steps until you can no longer see the little metal hoop. So now we have crocheted all the way around that little keyring. As you can see, you can no longer see the keyring that the key is attached to, and the key shouldn't be able to slide. See, I'm able to push mine down and up a little bit. The key shouldn't be able to slide or move at all. Now, you want to keep your stitches loose enough that you can get the thread off the wall, get the wool off of the crochet needle easily, but you want to keep your stitches tight enough also that they don't slide out of place. So now I've gone all the way around. That key isn't moving out of place. It's stuck, it's not going anywhere. You should have some little excess strands left over from when we started. These are going to be important because we're now going to tie this little bit off and work on the next bit so that we don't make a mistake or put anything in the wrong place. So now to tie this off, we're going to wrap, you see we've got this one strand, we're going to wrap our wool over, take off that one link and just push that down. The next thing we're going to do is take our pair of scissors, and you want to make sure that you cut enough wool so that you've got some room to work with to tie the two strands together. So I'm just going to make a little cut here, so we're cutting off there. So we've got that bit of wool. Now you've noticed we've taken that stitch off. Wrap this tiny strand around one last time. Pull that thread through the hole. Then you're going to pull that thread all the way through, so you've got it like this, and pull that as tight as you can so that it makes a knot like this. Now that shouldn't come undone. These two little extra strands, you're going to use these strands and this and tie them together. I would advise doing a double knot as it's a lot stronger and it's much less likely to come undone. This bit might be a bit fiddly, so you may need to be very patient whilst you do this. And then once you've tied your knot and it's secure and you're sure it's not going to come undone, you can cut off these little straggly bits, but be sure you don't cut where you've just crocheted, and I'll show you what we're going to do after that. So when you're done, you should have something like this, a little key ring with you should have crocheted around your key ring and have your charm or your key hanging here. As you can see, I've got my little key there. Now, remember when you cut your wool, if you didn't put your charm on the keychain, when you cut your wool to tie it off, keep your charms a good distance away from where you're crocheting until you need them. We're now gonna continue with this little pendant thing. So I'm actually gonna put our little pendant, so my pendant, so it's attached to this and hangs down a little further than this. So let me just show you how to do that. We're gonna make our starting stitch again. This time we won't need to crochet around anything. So just to show you how to start off again, wrap the wool around your finger twice, pull the back through the front, and then pull the back through the front a second time. Move your finger out of the way and pull it tight to make your starting stitch. Now that shouldn't come undone. You should have a little knot, a nice little stitch like this, that your crochet needle can easily slip in and out of. And I will show you the next part now. I'm running out of time for editing filming space on the app that I use to edit my videos. And I think I've got 5 minutes left of filming or editing space. So I'm gonna have to make a part 2 for this, as I still have a lot of things that I need to do for this video. And I also learned recently, because I check my YouTube channel regularly, Also learned that 92.5% of everyone who is watching my content are not subscribed. So if you're watching my content and you're enjoying the videos that I make, please subscribe. Like if you're enjoying the content and you want to see more, then subscribe, like, comment, interact with me. It'd be really amazing to interact with you guys who are watching my content. I really appreciate your support, and it encourages me and motivates me and helps me to kind of have that energy and motivation to keep like doing things like this. And hopefully in the future there'll be some more interesting things that we can explore together. So I'm going to end this part of the project here with this video, and I will see you guys in part 2. Make sure to take care of yourself. Please take care of your health. Your health is very important. Make sure that you are eating and drinking and getting enough sleep. Do something active, like find an activity or something that you enjoy and just go and do it. And if you want to try making some of the fun and creative things that I like to make, then you can follow along with me through the videos. I will see you next time. Bye! Know that when I said drink something, I meant water. Look after your health, please. Your health is important. Look after yourself. Also, I'm sorry that I haven't posted in a good couple of weeks at least. I'm currently visiting my sister, and I got pretty sick a couple of weeks ago. I got a really bad cold and lost my voice. So for I think a good week, I couldn't actually talk without my voice being really squeaky and the sound just being a struggle to get the sound out of my mouth. So I didn't really want to film anything whilst having a sore throat because it actually hurt to talk. But I'm all better now, and hopefully I can get myself back into the habit of posting as regularly as possible. But yeah, see ya.